Hello and welcome to what plays our first series here in Vive la Resistance. Wherefore, with the La Resistance expansion and all the spying stuff, it has made a bit of a mess as far as I'm honestly concerned about the Intel screen, where you've got all these sub-tabs, and that's getting a bit convoluted as far as I'm concerned. But you certainly do have access to more information in a way, so that's good. Anyway, to start with, something nice and easy, sink our teeth into learning some of these mechanics. As Portugal, join the same faction as Great Britain. And there is thankfully a way of doing this. Actually, a focus that gives goodbye national gold reserves. Hello, Portugal seeks to join the Allies. And if they reject us, then I cry loudly. Anyway, to begin with, I guess that means we start looking towards heading down this way. And I also want to fiddle with the spy stuff, so I guess I have to build... Where is it? Logistics, recruitment. They changed these buttons, but they look mostly the same. Here we are, agency branches. So we've got to build it, and we've got to pick a thing. Why not the shield? That one just looks a little bit silly. I like the shield. The shield will do. It'd be kind of cool if you could add in your own ones here then. But anyway, we will go with the normal things, namely production and research speed. Other than that, with the few left over that we have, we might as well finish developing our homeland a bit. How we could not have maximum infrastructure everywhere is a crying shame. So we'll do that first. And these, we have not very many military factories, but we're making do. So we don't start with steel. Oh my god, what kind of horrible world do we live in where we don't have steel? Other than that, if I could upgrade those to 2s, I would be interested in doing that. And apparently I have a level 2 destroyer but with nothing in it. That's a bit sad. So I desperately need some military experience in the naval universe. Where do these live? They both live here. Then I'm happy for them to become a single thing under a single leader. Hello, Marina. Oh, that sounds like Marina, which is a bit ironic considering you're leading a fleet from the Marina de Portugal. Go do some naval exercises, you may repair, and until that gets done, I guess I build like 5 of these. Sure, why not? And I think then we're done. Ready, steady, cook. So, you know, we don't have grandiose dreams, just contribute a little bit. Watch what happens to Spain these days now that they have all this absurdly huge focus tree. That's just, yeah, the focus trees are getting a bit big. Just a bit big and hard to understand these days. Which is why they've added all of these things that let you filter out what kind of focuses you're looking for. And you can even search for individual words. Like I can search for Macau, and it will tell us that this focus, expand the Chinese territories, and this focus both have the word Macau in it. And that might help us in some future time go do something like, oh, where are we? Go ahead, Macau my day. Create a collaboration government in Macau and have it own all of China. I don't know how you do that. I haven't looked into... Basically, it wasn't clear to me how you create collaboration governments instead of releasing them. Like, To me, this says that they'll become their own nation. I don't want to liberate them. I want them to be my puppet. How does one do that these days? Oh, we've got release as puppet. But then how do I make them into a collaboration type government? That would be the question. And I can't do that here because the only people I could release it to would be Communist China and real China. I'm guessing that was the agency? Yes, so let's have a look at some of these things. So we can soon have an operative. And oh my god, there's just tons and tons to be spent on all of this. Wow. I guess I want to know about everyone's civilian economy, even if it's chewing up my factories. And I would like to trade for 1 steel, it would seem. Doesn't really leave us with much, does it? And these are finished enough that we can get building something a bit more useful in terms of our boats. Delphim Plus. Oh wow, new lay mines. Good for you. How different are you from these? If I wanted a new... Thank you. That's just frustrating and we're not going to do it that way. Fine, we'll do it this way. So it was 2 for the engine. That's the most important change. So no, we don't want to upgrade him because ripping out the engine is a very, very intensive activity. What we can do is grab all our army. Get them into a group. Get them into another group. Wow, you look hauntingly familiar. Your brother just has a hat. And then we get to look at these and see if we have enough of this here. Okay. It would be nice if this had like a thing to the side that said whether it was ticking up or down. Ah, that's how we create a collaboration government. Yoink. Now where was the intelligence agency? I can now see about people's civilian economy. Psychological warfare? I guess I want to know about people's navies. Can you do more than one at a time? No. And then once those are done, I want you to build more of them. Until we have how many? 3. Well, let's say 10 all up. Now I have too much steel. And an operative can be recruited. So, Shady Man, Pseudo Gentleman, or Weird Woman. I think we'll pick Pseudo Gentleman. And we have our far too tiny these days focus tree. Yoink. We want to move towards BFFs with Britain. So the Spanish Civil War has to have begun. Okay, until that happens, we can do something else. Does that one need you to wait for the Civil War? No, it doesn't. And what can we do until then? Well, we've got this military one. We've got a navy one with 3 dockyards. We've got a research slot. That's very tempting. Gain manpower. Free the people. Never! But I will work towards the extra relationship slot. The Technocrat. We certainly have a lot of these to pick from as Portugal. So he counteracts that weekly stability loss. But other than that, things are kind of bad. Now we've got this, we can work on the next one. And we can get you to do something. So what would we like you to do? Counterintelligence, build intelligence network. Set it to quiet, boost ideology, propaganda, root out resistance, control trade, or diplomatic pressure. Probably build spy network in Spain if we're going to want to see what's going on over there. Naval department is done. We can do the same for the army. Holy moly. This is a lot of submenus. The naval one. That said, we have got the option for industrial research speed. And I always find that... Ooh, that looks nicer. I like that more than the old one. So I need some more war support, you say? Well, I know that a lot of our things are tied towards our stability, so I could work towards raising that. Do any of the things I'm looking at doing lower it? No, things look like they raise it. So I won't need to bother with that. Fine, we'll go with the industry speed thing. It's hard to go wrong with industrial research speed. China, Guinea-Bissau. Isn't that this little bit? They signed the naval treaty. Oh. It would be nice if this took you to where it is. Or is that the African bit? Okay, that's the African bit. Fair enough. Turn off one infrastructure everywhere because apparently the focus is going to do that automatically. Very good. Still no civil war. 2 free factories. 2 more free factories. They're certainly not cheaping out on the free factories, are they? Ooh. Or on the free infrastructure. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2. Well, we don't want that anymore. Yoink. That is extremely important. And then by hopefully then, the Spanish Civil War will have started. It would be kind of nice if clicking these brought up that menu. Oh, here we go. Spanish Civil War. Now with new colors. So step 1, let's make sure to arrange most of you aside from you. If you exist, you can stay where you are, so can you. Is that everyone? It looks like it's everyone. So hopefully this finishes and then we can decide if we want to yoink, start heading down this way. Naval mutiny. The revolutionary organization of the fleet has organized a mutiny. The purpose of this naval revolt is to sail to Spanish ports and take part in the Civil War. How very weird. How very, very weird. Good. Start heading towards being friends with Britain. And then this lets us help evil Spain. After helping evil Spain, we can gain population. We can go help them directly. Which is a bit interesting. These are exclusive, so I can't go down this route. No, I think we're good where we are, thank you. What I could do is get some of these horses to go do other things. Like, one of you could come live in the cow. And the other one of you could come live, oh, I don't know, over there. That's not going to finish in time, so we get to do something else, like learning about hydrophones so that we could build actual destroyers. Now we head down towards car. Can't do that yet. But we can get enough ready that we can have something ready to build once these are finished. We need a lot more in stockpile. Oh, also our boats are out of fuel. Maybe I should disband some of my units if they're poorly trained. So let's have a look at them. No, none of them seem especially poorly trained. That and the torpedoes. Cool. And then when it heads New Year, we can begin all three of these and then go back to what those were doing whilst in this direction. I don't really care about... Does it bypass? Yes. So I'm gonna lose army and air experience forever if it finishes. But no. I think I would rather work towards some free factories. That's kind of cool. So are those two. Construction speed plus 10% versus one factory. That is forever. That is temporary. I think that is the stronger path. But for now, let's get that infrastructure so we never have to think about it again. Whoop. And then you become this one, and he becomes this one. And the both of those can become the both of these. Meanwhile, I should be looking at doing the last one of these. Oh, and he automatically came home. How about no? Let's assume the bad guys are going to win. Why have they got this kind of thing? If it only requires road bridges and dams. That's a bit weird. Okay, and we're all done for the most basic things. I could start working on my defense. Stealing blueprints. I think the suicide pills I quite like. This and then that, then I don't have to feel guilty about building infrastructure ever again. Is the hope at least. And hopefully by that time we have enough saved up equipment that we can do what we were hoping to do in terms of the focus to head towards becoming best friends forever with Britain. I guess I like the invisible ink. And hello. The anarchist commune of Spain, you say? Good for them. Now you can finish off the torpedoes. Britain and France announce an alliance. How goes our trying to churn China into another operative. Now let's get a girl this time. And what's she gonna do? Apply your charms or going to ground. Diplomatic passports. Automatically repeat. Okay, so you've got to give them some equipment. You've got to pick which one. And she's good at stealing blueprints, whatever that is. So let's pick someone that has reasonable tech that we don't mind stealing from, I guess. And then we say, "Milady, prefer to join your faction." Does my focus let him join my faction? Not that I can tell. The capital of espionage. That's kind of cool. But I would need them to be at war, so I have to wait. How's our 3,000 equipment coming along? Still not quite there. No, I think we send our person over here. Good luck. Still not allowed to do that. The Hindenburg explodes. China starts doing China things. Finish getting our infrastructure. Now, admittedly, that doesn't really help us very much because we seem to only produce tungsten. But whatever. Kind of also very interested in playing anarchist Spain. Two spies and 35% strength. Oh, there we are. Prepare collaboration government. Orchestrate coup. We need 4 more days, so we build 1 more of these. Now I should be allowed to build destroyers again. Other than that, I want artillery. If we have tungsten, we should be building artillery. And I should be preparing our army to move towards a all artillery-ish template. Why do they move slightly? Do they look like they're different speeds to you? Anyway, we were gonna yoink. Oh, you suddenly have different plans. Why? You've got 2. You've got 2. How are you different? For some reason you're quicker. Oh, because you've got better engines. Well, then we stick with you. 36 DD. We get the good torpedoes in you. And the crappy battery until we can afford the double type. Good sonar. Wish we could put 2 sonars in you. Oh, you have 2 sonars. Fine. This doesn't help with our torpedoes, so we don't care. That'll do. I don't know why you're telling me those are old. But neither do I care. Ms. Earhart is not successful. Okay, now I do want to find out more about that. So, can I steal blueprints? But it says I should be able to. Maybe you need to do this. Let's assume yes. I need a 3rd person, you say. Okay, how do I get more people? I don't have enough factories to do that. So I guess we do Something else in the meantime? Sure, why not? Japan declares on China. Speaking of, we're getting there. It's not too far away now. We are forced to pick. So we could work towards getting more out of... Ooh, oil. Out of our subjects. Oh, steel. I need that steel. But more importantly is becoming best friends forever with Britain. Still don't have the stockpiled supplies. So I guess we wait. And in the meantime we can do what? Go get that one that I said sounds like the better long-term plan. Get some free dockyards. All those free dockyards are very tempting. But I think I need the steel before anything else, so... We're gonna actually need to produce some artillery. Yoink. At some stage. The forms department. Oh no, form the department. But they put a picture of paperwork, so I thought it was forms department. Anyway. I don't really want any of those, I don't think. So we leave this alone for a while. We get to finish these off. Ooh. So I should be able to do all sorts of interesting things. Click will highlight the suitable states. Then click on no. Let's try doing the thing that I wanted to do before, which was over here, infiltrate government. So you and you. How do you select these things? Well, whatever it is, it's getting done. Yoink. So getting maximum output now. Hopefully we're a bit better off. Not really though. Radio. What else? Fighter. No. If we're going to do artillery, we might as well go do the artillery is actually a useful fighting thing for us route. And get ready to do some fighting. Oh, hello. Does that mean we'll be able to go do that focus in a little bit? Yes. Yes, we will. When we have 1,000 of you. Well, that's going to be a while, isn't it? We're ready for the new artillery. None of that, thank you. I suppose I could learn how to start defending with the things that I'm going to have. I can't think of much of a reason to do... I suppose we could get this and hospitals. But do I even want hospitals? I don't think I do. I think we live without hospitals. Oh, you can see the progress of each little section. So they got in. They're now seducing and whatnot. There are no newer models. Stop telling me that there are. Okay. I can't do that quite yet. We can continue to develop towards the steel. Steel, steel, petrol. Six, 5, 4, 3. Why did it move? Well, it did. In any case, it is now finished. So do we get an event about it? You come back home. No. Go back to here, please. Okay, so that just gave us access to these graphs. As far as I can tell. Receive civilian infiltration in nationalist Spain. I don't know where we would see that other than here. You can go back to over here. Or can I have two of you do the same thing? Yes. Does that make it quicker? No. It makes them half as effective to have two of them, so you don't want two of them in the same place. Fair enough. Now, how do I steal those blueprints? No idea. Instead, let's send you over to these guys. Good luck. So maybe the operation is giving that 12%. Doop. We're up to 38, so we want the new speed one. And we're almost finished here. Go Angola. The Anschluss. We could learn about even more tungsten and chromium. No. Evil Spain is about to win. Level up our people, perhaps? No. What about you? Yes. So you may have offensive, defensive, charismatic. And what about Mr. Boatman? He may not have anything, because he kind of sucks. Mm-hmm. 38. Oh, that's nice. It tells you how long it will last. Now, does that fix our steel problem entirely? Yes, very good. I no longer need to import even a little bit. and I have enough of those that I can learn about other things. That said, I want that. Then we will try and become best friends with Britain. And in the meantime, I don't care about resistance contacts, nor do I care about those. I would like... I don't see any of those plans, so we get a bit annoyed. And we learn about the ability to have more agents. Just because I want to know how it works more than anything else. Now the oil will be very happy for us learning how to train more. And we go have another look at this. Where's our Macau? Still only about halfway there. The nationalist government have sent word requesting aid. Whew. Sure, have all my manpower. What do I care? Okay. Now, does that give me an extra operative? No. Maybe it just lets me pick between more people. So I guess I should learn how to make all my people better. Or continue building real stuff. He's pretty good. Sure thing. Free up even more factories. Speaking of... I thought we might have one extra, but we do not. And you know what, let's do those 3 ahead, so that when we do get one extra, we then start fixing them. Now, I might finally have 1,000... I would have assumed I almost have enough to do that. Not quite. They make that surprisingly challenging, okay. Then it is one civilian factory. I don't think we care about that. If I do 2, I could get that, but I think more important are more navy slots. Although it's about to be 39, which is a whole other set of industry techs to do. Now, do you like us yet? You only like us a little bit. Well, I said I wanted to learn how to use our convoys to the maximum effect, so we can start doing that. And then find out what this buying British ships thingy does. Our anarchists are doing surprisingly well. They've lasted a lot longer than I would have thought they would. Okay. Do I have my 1000 equipment? Still no. So we'll go with even more dockyards. Ooh, we're at 100. Max entrenchment -1. You need 2 bloody operatives to do everything. Well, let's have a go at it. Should have ticked that to begin with, apparently. Well, how many do I have? I have 5, 6, 7. That's a long way away, actually. Anyway, end of 38. Suppose we could learn about the radio. And we're almost done with training our things, so inside you get, and back to training. Make sure they know they're allowed to detach. Good. And can I finally do this? Still no. Ugh, 100 of them yet. Fine. Ah, 2 more naval bases. But more importantly, 3 more dockyards. So that brings us up to 5, 6, 7, 8. Goodbye, other Spain. So what's our girl doing now? We've also completed some things automatically. Oh, she's doing this. And I need more steel again, so hello USA. One, 0, and New Year, new industry tax. Everything else can wait. Okay, and so we have what knowledge about you? Not enough intel, but we can see that they have a goodly number of spare fighters and attack bombers, and so that's kind of cool. And far more boats than we have. We're almost ready to empower our secret police. In fact, we should be very explicitly ready to empower our secret police. That is an absurd amount of manpower. Okay, I guess I boost this up. The Iberian Pact. Imperial Spanish emissaries have come with a proposal that will strengthen our mutual defense as well as maintain peace. The proposed pact will obligate each party to join whichever alliance the other becomes a member of, while also dictating that both members will join the same side in any conflict the other joins. Yes or no? Okay, as long as I join the allies before you do, I don't see why that has any negative effect on me. It's the last resource I don't have, and it's more civilian factories. Okay, let's infiltrate that navy. Go, 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 go. Go check out how occupied lands are going. Still at about halfway. You help us get up towards the manpower we need. Now, before we were doing this, we were doing that, and that, and it's a new year, so hello. You can become the new gun. What if I tell you to automatically repeat? Good for you. We head down to our building quicker one. Ooh, and we're up to the last one of these. So let's build another 10. And then this is the line I want, the destroyers do everything line. But even more important, are getting more resources and changing our army template. In Lisbon. Or, actually no, because I want to go make my secret police. Then I do that. Why have we been unable to do that? Maybe because we succeeded? Or maybe because our people came home. So let's try one last thing. And you can apply diplomatic pressure to try and prevent them joining the Axis before we join Britain. No, it's because it's already complete. Well, I could do the Air Force eventually. So we got that. We could do this. Hello, new artillery. Whoa. Although we're nearly on to our big batch. Okay, we strengthen our regime. They request the Azores. Oh, and I forgot to go ask about buying the boats. Do I care about the Azores? Sure. So you may now come home. And if I ask for those boats now, what if we ask for Italian ones? They like us a little bit. Italy accepts. I want a light cruiser. It will take... Holy mackerel. 2 years? And we have options that I didn't realize we have. I don't really care about our agents being better in those zones though, so I guess we stick with what we're already doing. And I'm not allowed to build my units yet because it will cancel if the requirements are not met. Modify Estado Nova by even better ideology, drift defense, and even more factories. Not bad. Should probably go trade for more steel, but we'll get more when that finishes. Germany is thinking about taking over here, although Poland is yet to fall. And France made some inroads into Italy. Go you! Oh, we're ready to try something else. Ah, here we go. Changing the tension requirements. Changing the opinion. So do you like me more? Not really. But whatever. Now we want to know how to do that better. But we also want to know... No, nothing else is more important than that. Recon. And digging. Whilst deployed by enemy lines, he was apprehended. Oh no. We must issue a rescue operation. Let's try and rescue him. Strengthen the regime. Becomes capital of espionage. I would like the extra operatives, but more than that, I want to get down to actually completing the achievement. No. Oh, she's busy on the operation, but why can't I see it then? I want to see it. Well, it looks like it's going well. Now, what else? We're learning about digging. We could work our way up to those which I quite like. And then upgrade all our existing little boats. Or at least make sure the new ones have the better gun. Oh, we succeeded. Okay, so you go back to here. You go back to diplomatic pressuring them. Goodbye, France. Kind of like the idea of more research speed. And then we'll go get the person that this next one unlocks. Where is it? Traditional theorist. This one. Oh, not again. We earned an achievement that I didn't want. The man of 1,000 faces, every one of them the same. Have the same spy captured twice. Well, I guess we're going to try and rescue him again. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so I got to bring you home? Now if I bring you home, can I get you to do that? No, how do I get you to stop? I don't want you to do that. I want you to help rescue this person who's kind of just a bit crappy. Okay, there we go. Appease the monarchists leads to our traditionalist. Extra political power. Now, gold reserves. Consumer good factories, production efficiency. People like us more. I mean, that's good, but so is political power and getting towards the actual achievement output. Now, I was going to build an actual supply of real units, and we want you to have like tons and tons and tons. Doop. I need to trade for another one of these, so we do. Check that we can't develop any of that. No, we cannot. Very good. Guns type 2. Oh. Fine. While we still learn how to do the rest of those. Still need a little bit more time to learn how to make the better guns. So we know those. It's not. It is 40. Ah, if it's 40, there's new industry, speedy research tech to do. And new guns. Boom. And we can build those units. So, go. Finland rejects demands. Now that weekly stability is going to be the big one. Whew. As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Finland. Good work for you. Meanwhile, how's our boat building going? So maybe doing that super early would actually be real good. You could get 2 battleships in, potentially. Okay, and then the last one of those. And we can raise our war enthusiasm, which will allow us to change our economy. And now we say, Nationalist Spain, you're about to have a very unpleasant time of things, my friend. Because this border is going to do terrible, terrible things when we join. Why is this person exiled? Oh, you didn't come home. Come home. And then once that is done, where would we like to build the most next? I guess we look where we have the most slots. Which is, weirdly enough, there. Surprisingly good. Yugoslavia joins the forces of good. Can I rescue my guy yet? So we're about to find out how terrible an idea this was, but worst case, we earned an achievement anyway. One or two, and we learnt a little bit about how this spy system works. And we've maybe learnt enough to think about trying to do the Macau government thingy one. This one. Make them a collaboratist government and then take over China one. Okay, and then we upgrade you. EU. To have these done. So once the next one of those are built, we then move on to building this one. And we find out what Italy do to us if we join. Although I might join but not technically actually agree to join the war until that's finished, just as a bit of a laugh. Success. Success, he gets to exist again. And we are now best friends forever. Now the other question is, do you join the Allies? Yes. That is very interesting. Of course I will help. Okay, I was wondering why that was like, I'm being invaded immediately. But no. I can join their group of friendly researchers. And apparently we should not be doing that, but rather that. And then probably pushing up to here. Change our war economy. Thank you. Change you as well. These guys may stop doing that. They may start laying mines. I guess here. Unfortunately, evil France owns some of that. Oh, but you're not actually at war with us these days. Okay, that's interesting. And Italy is winning over there. Well, I don't like that, because then they'll take over this. Boo hiss. The US want to give me stuff. The French... I can't see if that... Okay. Does that bring me to war with you? No. You may repair. So may you. I should probably separate out the submarines. Let's try that again. I should probably separate out the submarines. Give them their own person. And they can go, I don't know, hunt for patrols over here. Whilst you continue doing what you were doing before. Hey, how dare you? You said you would join whatever side I joined. Now what are our people doing? Not what I want you to do. I want you to go here. I would like you to, I guess, invade Germany. Increase the number of things that may be used for repairs. That's all well and good. I would like my mines to do more damage. You should be actually not with these. You should be with that. Okay, is there anything else I could expect to reasonably get this potential campaign? I'll probably just keep playing myself until I can do this thing in Macau, but we'll call this a campaign in terms of what we play on screen. Ooh. Boo. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching and will join us again soon.